Okay, and we're live.
Perfect. Hi there, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Harry, and I am the Director of Summer Session and Special Programs at Northwestern University. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are here to talk about the EducationUSA Academy at Northwestern University. So I'm just getting ready to share my presentation with you so that you have the ability to see everything that's going on here at Northwestern. Just a second. Sorry about this, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the presentation up, but here it is, so we should all be squared away. Okay, perfect. So again, thank you for taking the time to join us today regarding Northwestern. So again, we're here to talk about the EducationUSA Academy at Northwestern, which is a 3-week course for high school students who plan to apply to universities in the US. So again, you will participate in authentic classroom setting, and you'll be working with college professors as well. So before we start talking about the program here at Northwestern, what we'd like to do is to talk a little bit more about where Northwestern is and give you a little bit of an overview of our great program. So Northwestern University is located in Evanston, which is right outside of the city of Chicago. So Chicago is actually the 3rd largest city in the United States. And as you can see, the population of Chicago is huge. But again, we're set in Chicago and as well as in Evanston. As you can see, Evanston has a pretty nice sized population, but we're in the Midwest, so we're in the middle part, the middle part of the country. You can see there that it's very convenient to get to Northwestern from the airport. It takes a good 30 to 45 minutes to get to Northwestern from O'Hare, and then you would also have the ability to come in at Midway Airport, which is a little bit further away, but also quite convenient. So again, as I said, you would actually be in the city of Evanston, but which is right outside of Chicago. Chicago is an awesome place to be during the summer. There's so many different activities for you to do, to explore the lake, to explore all of the activities that are associated with Chicago, the Chicago arts, the Chicago culture and architecture, but then also have the ability to study on the prestigious Northwestern campus. So Northwestern is essentially an awesome place to be. We have 3 campuses. There's one in Chicago, there's one in Evanston, again, which are all located in the state of Illinois. And then we also have another campus as well, which is located in Provo. Again, there are 21,000 students that are enrolled in Northwestern overall, and we're ranked number 10 nationally. Our business school is ranked number 6. Our School of Education and Policy is ranked at 10, and our law school is ranked at 10 as well, according to the US News and World Report. So a little bit about who we are and what we do. So again, I run the summer session here at Northwestern, in addition to our pre-college preparation program, as well as the EducationUSA Academy. So every summer we welcome about 300 students who essentially come to enroll in our various programs with college prep and our summer session programs and the EducationUSA Academy. So students come to enroll in our courses here at Northwestern, and all of our courses are taught by Northwestern faculty, in addition to our EducationUSA Academy, which is taught by Northwestern faculty as well. So in addition to exploring the college experience and the college application process, the Academy here at Northwestern sort of takes full advantage of its location just north of Chicago, as I mentioned, in Evanston. So we focus on Chicago and its rich history and the contributions that the city has made to art, history, culture, and education. This course is built as a college-level classroom experience, and so we challenge you to think and to write critically about the urban experience. And additionally, you will explore what makes our city unique and be able to analyze what makes our city unique. So again, we focus on the pre-college and the preparation aspect of it while looking at the Chicago arts and culture. The mini courses themselves sort of use the resources that are available to Northwestern students So you will have the ability to participate in sort of an online component in course management. You have the ability to utilize the computer facilities that are here at Northwestern, smart classrooms, and video recording. And essentially, you will become familiar with the American college and what it takes to succeed courses here at Northwestern. As you can see in front of you, what you have is a sample schedule. So essentially, most of the courses and class instruction sort of takes place at the beginning of the day. So you essentially be with your other EducationUSA students and be in class. You'll have a small break. In addition to that, when you come back from your break, you'll have a bit of a case study where we essentially give you some materials. You have the ability to read and to write based on those materials. And then afterwards, what we try to do is we try to supplement the course with co-curricular activities. And one of the biggest co-curricular activities that we have are our college tours. So you have the ability to not only take a tour of Northwestern, but you have the ability to take a tour of University of Chicago, as well as Loyola University in Chicago. In addition to those larger sort of co-curricular activities to be able to understand the higher education system, we also, you also take trips to local art museums, as well as the Museum of Science and Industry, and the Museum of Art and Culture, as well as the Museum of Contemporary Photography. So again, you have the ability to not only to understand the higher education system, but you have the ability to learn about Chicago art and architecture as well. So I kind of just talked about this, but we'll go through as well. So in addition to those sort of co-curricular activities that we have for you, as you'll be staying in our residence hall, we also have some off-campus afternoon and weekend trips. So in addition to going to the art museum, you have the ability to just explore Chicago and to explore what makes us unique. You also have the ability to attend a sports game. You have the ability to go to our zoo, which is free to the public. And then just to explore the amazing campus of Northwestern. You sort of walk outside and the lake and sort of lake activities and summer activities are there for you. We also have film night, trivia night, and then again, the supplemental activities for you to understand how to apply to the US college and the US higher education system. So a little bit about our program. So our program is 3 weeks in length. We sort of start on July the 8th and it goes through July the 27th with arrival on a Sunday. So essentially you would be for us for a full 3 weeks, arrive on a Sunday and leave on the Saturday. Our program overall costs about $4,910. That includes your course tuition, all of your programs and activities. It includes your room and board, in addition to all the materials that you need in order to succeed in your course. We collect you from the airport, so it includes your transportation to and from the airport, and all of the cultural activities that we have as a part of the program. In addition to that, we also cover your insurance that you need in order to be here in the US. So I will make note that the registration or the application component for our program has ended. So it's important to note that, but we wanted to ensure that we presented our program to the students who might be either thinking about their opportunities for next year or those students who want to start engaging in making connections with Northwestern and the EducationUSA Academy at Northwestern for next year. With that being said, I just want to say that the EducationUSA Academy here at Northwestern, again, has been going for about 4 years, or about 4 summers, I should say. We've had an amazing opportunity to be able to engage with students from all international backgrounds. Our pre-college program that you will be studying alongside, again, there's 300 students who come from all over the US and different areas within the country. You have the ability to engage with them. So we really hope that when you're making your plans for summer and you're thinking about those extracurricular activities and you're thinking about how will I find a way to be able to understand what it's like to be in a US higher education system, to apply to a university in the US, that you would consider Northwestern as one of those opportunities. The last slide in front of you has all of our contact information, so please feel free to reach out to us at cpp@northwestern.edu. Again, that's C as in Charlie, P as in Papa, P as in Papa, @northwestern.edu. We'll be able to answer your questions for you. Or you can actually just go to our website or to our Facebook or our Instagram to be able to find out a little bit more about our pre-college program and our EducationUSA Academy here at Northwestern. So that's all that I have. Thank you so much for taking the time. I will sort of open up the floor for questions if you have any questions. Give me just a second and I will open up the floor for questions. Just a second. If you have any questions, give me just a second. We'll open up the floor for questions. Just a second. If you have any questions. Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat here and I don't see any questions, but if you do have any, please feel free to reach out to us via email or to reach out to us via our phone, and we're more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for your time.